YouTube. Welcome back to the garage. Very cold and windy today here in Pennsylvania. Herbert's with us today. If you don't know old Herbert, he's my traveling camper. Usually when I take trips, I take Herbert with me. Herbert's been in 4 or 5 countries. Austria, Germany, Switzerland, US, Canada. Been all over the daggum place. Missouri Meerschaum Diplomat apple with a clear forever stem, acrylic stem. So, Baby Yum Yum, aka Paladin Piper. Congrats on the 500 subs. You do know that about 300 of them are for your wife, not really yours. And there's probably about 50 of them that are Shay's. So what's that really leave you at? Well, you know, whatever. You're taking credit for it, I know that. So it is what it is, I guess. Very good eulogy that Curmudgeon gave you earlier. So, your big question was if you could have a pipe with anybody, whether it be a fictional character, famous, not famous, family member, non-family member, hound dog, whatever it might be. You know, folks, this stuff can't be rehearsed. I'm just letting you know that. Any words, that was your question, what pipe and what for tobacco. So, I'm glad it was pipes and not cigars, because cigars would have been really difficult for me to do. But pipes, I narrowed it down pretty quickly. I narrowed it down to my great-grandfather, Miklos, who come over from Hungary. Coal miner, farmer, and a moonshiner. It'd be pretty cool to sit around the still with him in the bungalow where he brewed it and, you know, enjoy a pipe with him. And then there was Albert Einstein. No surprise to some people that know me anyway, because of me being a historical buff. And then there also was Devil Anse Hatfield. And then there was James Longstreet from the Confederate Army. So, process of elimination, Albert Einstein's just too damn smart for me, and I probably wouldn't have really been able to have a good conversation with the feller. So it probably wouldn't have went well. So he got eliminated. Great-grandfather was eliminated just because I don't know if my Hungarian is good enough to really talk to him much. So I went with Devil Anse Hatfield. And here's why. He's a good old boy. You know, he worked hard He served his country. He was very proud of that. Loved his bourbon. He loved his family. And if you pissed him off or got on the wrong side of him, you knew right quick where you were and why you were there. So it'd have been a good conversation with him. I think I'd want to go for a ride on a horse with him. You know, we could get a pair of horses and go for a little ride, find ourselves some water or a good place to sit and call in some turkeys or do some deer hunting or whatever, or fish. It'd be fine with me either way. Now the other end of the question is, what for pipe and tobacco would it be? Well, I don't know. I think the tobacco would be Boswell's Main Street Burley. It's just a really good yet simple Virginia Burley blend. It would be different for him to have something with a little more flavor. I would want to smoke his tobacco because I would really be curious to know what they smoked. I'm sure it was pretty much just probably Burley and Virginia's, but it wasn't fermented and stuff like we do today. So the process is a little different, so I'm sure it tastes a lot different. So that'd be really cool to have, to smoke. What would I smoke it in? Well, right here. This here is my mortar pot shape. Reason why I would do that is a couple of different reasons. One, because it's a pretty cool shape. And him being a pipe maker himself, he would appreciate this. The sandblasting on it is really cool. I think knowing that the mortar wood and explaining to him what it is and how old it is would have him fascinated. And also the olive wood inlay, I think would be really, really cool for him to see, along with the acrylic stem. Because I don't know what he did for stems, but that would be really cool to let him see that pipe. I might even, if I could, be able to leave it behind for him to enjoy. In exchange for one of his pipes. But that's my answer. I don't know if you really wanted to know my other end of the spectrum, which is cigars. That'd be difficult, man. That'd be difficult because a lot of people would say, oh, I'd like to smoke with Carlito Fuente, or if they're Fuente fans, or Adele Fernandez if they're AJ Fernandez fans. Alan Rubin if they were an Alec Bradley fan. David Blanco if they're a Blanco fan. Ricky Rodriguez if they're a CAO fan. I've had the pleasure of smoking cigars with several of them. I've had multiple cigars with Alan Rubin from Alec Bradley. I've had a cigar with Jonathan Drew from Drew Estates. I've had multiple cigars with David Blanco. So You know, on the cigar end of it, I really think, I really think I would pick Arnold Schwarzenegger. And there's several reasons why. One, because he was a big influence on me being interested in it, which started back in '07. Also, I think a big part of it would be the conversations we could have, because he's done so many movies that he could talk about his film career and answer questions about Predator and Commando and working with Sylvester Stallone and Harrison Ford and all those guys on the Expendables, and you know, and then you got, you know, Terminator series, of course, but then you also have the political side of it. You know, he was a successful governor in the state of California, so that would be interesting to hear, you know, his whole process of running for it and, you know, winning it and then upholding his, you know, policies and doing the things that he did with it. So, you know, that'd be the answer there. What cigar would it be? Well, I'm a big Alec Bradley and post-embargo fan. So I would probably go with a post-embargo Churchill. I normally don't smoke Churchills, but I would there because I know it would give me more time with him. Or it would be a AJ Fernandez Enclave or a David Blanco 9. They would be one of the three cigars I would pick from. So that's my answers. I hope that works for you, old boy. Congratulations again. And do me a favor, if I win, send the winnings to Curmudgeon Piper. Man, I gotta tell you, that video he did was absolutely fantastic. Hilarious, loved it. And I love Doug. Doug, you know I love you, brother. And I would ask for you to do that for me if you don't mind. I really appreciate you, bud. And congratulations again on it. And until we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke a great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless. Got anything else to add, Mace? No? All right.